Hello viewers, welcome to RKE classes. Today's video lecture is all about your operator algebra, that to part 1. In this video lecture of quantum series, we are going to discuss CSIR NET chemical science previous year questions along with some of concepts related to these numericals. Right? So let's get started. The first question is commutator of kinetic energy operator, that is Tx with momentum operator Px for one dimensional, and this is the question in June 2014 CSIR chemical science, and these are 4 options. So that means we need to represent first how the commutator is represented. First, the commutator is represented like this: Tx commute with momentum, Tx commute with this momentum, that is one dimensional. One dimensional means you can take any of axis, that is x axis, y axis or z axis. Here this is given x axis. 2 dimensional, you know, you have to take 2 axis. 3 dimensional, you have to take 3 axis. Now coming to the point, if this question will be like this: Px, that is momentum, commutator of momentum with the kinetic energy, it will be represented like this. But this is according to the question. You have to find out the commutator of this kinetic energy with momentum operator. That means you have to find out this value, right? Very easy. You know that this is kx, that is actually kinetic energy operator as usually you study, but here it is represented like this: Tx, no issue. And you know that kx is represented like this: Px square by 2m. So in place of Tx you write Px square by 2m, because you have to make it very short, because it is coming to my eye that if a to the power a both operator will come, then they will commute, that means if your result will be 0, that means they will commute. How I know this objective? I will go to the next slide and tell you, but before that, see this one: Tx, I represent Tx by Px square by 2m, and this is Px, right? So next is that you have 1 by 2m. This is a constant value. 2 is a constant, 1 is a constant, and m is mass. Mass is a constant quantity, and constant has nothing to do with this commutator operation. So you take this constant outside, then you have total 2 operators, that is Px square and Px, right? As I told you, if 2 same operators are there, or if one operator like this and one operator like this, or if one operator like this or one operator like this, they always commute. That means Px commute with Px square, or Px square commute with Px. So here the result is 1 by 2m into 0 is equal to 0. That is option C. Now coming to the rule, why it is happening here. Before that, you have to find out these 2 nodes, right, in your memory. That is, if you have constant, operator is multiplied with a constant, and it is under a commutation operation, then you have to remove this constant from this operator, right, and then you have to do normal commutator operation. So coming to the sum of formulae and sum of information, how I do it like this. See, operator commute with itself and with power. Now this operator commute with itself, this is a commutator, you have of expression, right, half square bracket both side. That means a commute with a, because the value is 0. If the value will not be 0, that is not commute. Very good. This operator and its power, right, same operator and its power, obviously 0. That means very easy. That means if you have your same operator, if you are taking for your commutator operation, then the result will be 0. That means they always commute. So you can alternate like this. And if you have linear operator, and if you want to commute with a constant quantity, any constant quantity, the result will be always a 0. That means your linear operator always commute with a constant quantity, and reverse also 0. If your both operator having your operation like multiplication, then they both, that means the operators commute to each other. That means if you have two operators like Vx and x, the result is 0. That means Vx and x commute among themselves, right? So I have to give the information like multiplication operator. Coming to the next slide. So these are observables like position x, y, z, operator x cap, y cap, z cap. What is that operation? The operation is multiplication simply. That means suppose you have x to the power 5 and this is x, the value is x to the power 6. Simple multiplication. Similarly, this multiplication also you find out in case of your potential energy. These are observable symbols, and if you want to write in terms of operator, that is Vx cap, Vy cap and Vz cap. Simply what you have to do, multiplicate with operation, right? With operation by using a operator, using one operator, right? If you have momentum there, that is Px, Py, Pz along three axes, Px, Y, Z, that Px is represented like this, minus ih cut del by del x. That means differentiation with respect to x and multiply with minus ih cut. Differentiation with respect to it, with respect to x, and this differentiation is partial differentiation. Partial differentiation. Okay, this differentiation is partial differentiation, not complete differentiation. And you know that partial differentiation, that means dy del y with respect to suppose z, and there will be constant quantity. So that is another thing. Now coming to the point, if you have to calculate the total momentum, that means you have to focus the three axes, that is Px, Py, Pz. The value will be del by del x, del by del y, del by z, that is minus ih cut, that is minus ih cut del, that is Laplacian operator. Coming to the point, next slide. Now if you have kinetic energy, then the operator represented like this, kx, ky, kz, and it is represented like this, del square by del x square into minus h square by 2m. That is double differentiation with respect to x and multiply with minus h square by 2m. This is the operation. Similarly, in this case, this is with respect to y, this is with respect to z, right? This is minus h square by 2m, del square by del z square. And if you want to calculate the total kinetic energy value, you have to find out in case of three axes, that is minus h square by 2m, del square by del x square, del square by del y square, del square by del z square. The value will be minus h square by 2m del square. Clear? Next, coming to the next slide. We have already studied that when the value will be 0, that means when they will be commute to each other. This is the case, which was the first case. And if you have constant, right, and if you have two multiplication operator, right, two multiplication operator, then they both will commute. Now coming to the fourth point, if you have partial derivative operator, right, and having a coordinate same with the position or its power, right? If you have a partial derivative operator and having the same coordinate with the position or its power, then the value will not be 0. That means they will not commute. In three cases previously we studied, they commute, and in this case they will not commute. If partial derivative, when you have the same coordinate with the position and the partial derivative, and the position will be same coordinate or the power of this position, the value will not be 0. That means if you have px represented like this, minus ih cut del by del x, right? There is a partial derivative del by del x, and this is x, the value will not be 0. But if you have pxy 0, pxz 0, because these are different coordinates, yx 0, and similarly yz 0, but yy not 0, zx 0, zy 0, zz not 0. And you have to remember this one, okay? Don't go by that your complete derivation, because we are focusing on the previous question discussion. That's why we are not focusing on solving this data right? That is del by del x x to the power n. Simply you write n into x to the power n minus 1. You know that how to remember this one? D by dx x to the power n, the derivative value is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. Similarly, you can remember this one very easily. Just practice it. Coming to the next slide. Suppose you have px x, you have to find out. Already you know that they are having same coordinate. That means the value will not be 0. That means they will not commute. So that is minus I h cut del by del x. Put minus I h cut outside because this is a constant quantity. That is del by del x x. And using the shortcut, that is minus I h cut 1 into x to the power 1 minus 1, because h cut initially it was outside. That is minus I h cut x to the power 0. Power 0 means the value will be 1. That is minus positive anything to the power 0 is equal to 1. That is minus I h cut. That means you are getting the value, that is px h, that is minus I h cut, that is not equal to 0, right? That is del by del x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1. But you have to remember this formula also, a cap b cap. If you have to reverse it, then the value will be negative of commutator of expression of b and a. This is just the reverse, and you are getting a negative symbol here. That means del by del x x to the power n into x to the power n minus 1. Similarly, x to the power n del by del x is equal to minus n into x to the power n minus 1, right? So similarly, you can represent it like this: x to the power n, that means n into x to the power n minus 1. Px to the power n, that is n into px to the power n minus 1, right? Px to the power n into x to the power pn minus 1. X to the power n into x to the power x minus 1. The result, just you have to remember that if px is outside, is plus I h cut. If px is outside, just plus I h cut. If px inside, minus I h cut. Px inside, minus I h cut. This is a shortcut trick. Don't focus on derivation, right? You just solve the numericals if you don't have time, right? Coming to the next slide. Now this is question number 2. The commutator of x with Hamiltonian h, that is xh. If it will ask you Hamiltonian with x, you can represent like this, but this is not the case. This is the case. Similarly, you will represent like this. The Hamiltonian itself a total energy operator. You can say this is a total energy operator. Right? And you have two types of energy operator in your observables, that is your kinetic energy and your potential energy. Kinetic energy and your potential energy. It represented like this, kx, and this is vx. But initially in question number 1, it was represented like px. No issue. That means this h can represent like this, kx plus px, right? There is a formula there, that is x kx, and then kx vx, kx px. That means x kx and x vx. Sorry, this is wrong. This is x kx and this is x vx, x kx and x px. That means your representation like this. Okay, there is something wrong, just ignore it. That is kx plus px. So it is represented like this, x kx, then plus x kx, then x px, right? X vx. So now you will have the commutator expression. Now these two are multiplication, as we already studied. That means the value is equal to 0. That is x, this is kx. Now again px square by 2m, right? Px square by 2m, because I know already I can evaluate the value x px square, that's why, right? So 1 by 2m outside, that is x px square. So px outside plus I h cut. Now what happens? You have to put this x to the power px to the power n, that means n into x to the power n into px to the power n into px to the power n minus 1. So if it is x to the power n, that is n into x to the power n minus 1. Similarly, in this case, what happens? Px square, that means 2 whole into px 2 minus 1. The value will be 2 to cancel there, that is I h cut by m px, 2 minus 1, 1. That is I h cut by m px. What is your answer? That is, your answer is option D. Option D is your answer. There is something wrong. That is option D is your answer. Okay. ignore it. Okay, option B, D is your answer. Very simple question. This was a question in CSR Chemical Science, June 2018. Okay, now from a formula part, that is A, B plus C, that is A with B, A with C, plus A with B, A with C. If this is minus, that is A with B and A with C, negative symbol. Okay, that is Hamiltonian energy, total energy operator, that is Kx plus Bx. As I told you, Kx Px, that is plus IH cut, right? X to the power n, n into x to the power n minus 1, that is IH cut, because Px outside, shortcut trick, Px outside, that is IH cut, and n above Px, that is n into Px to the power n minus 1. N above x, that is n into x to the power n minus 1. In this case, AB is equal to minus BA. I told you already, right? That is Px x is equal to minus IH cut. This is IH cut, this is minus IH cut. Simply you can remember like this: Px outside plus IH cut, Px inside minus IH cut. Similarly, in this case, Px inside minus IH cut, x to the power n, n into x to the power n minus 1. Px, that means n into x to the power Pn minus 1. This is a trick. X with Px outside plus IH cut. X with Px, operation, right? That means operator to the power n, that is n into operator to the power n minus 1. Got this part? Now, two different non-zero operator A and B, that is not equal, A not equal to B, satisfy the relation, this one. Okay, it looks very typical type of question. Just follow the given condition and find out the answer, right? This was a given condition. This was suppose this is LHS, left hand side, and you have to find out this RHS when this will be possible. These are the conditions, right? So you have just normal, right? A plus B whole into C plus D whole into C plus D. What you do? A into B plus A into D, B into C plus B into D, right? Similarly, if you have plus negative, similarly you can do it like this. Just simply this is operator multiplication. That was simply numerical or variable multiplication. That is A into A, and this is A into B, but factor is negative factor. And in this case, what happens? B into A, and this is B into B, right? This is plus negative, that is negative, right? That means A into A square. Simply don't use extra mind here. Minus AB plus BA, this is B square, this is B square, the negative symbol there. Now what happens? Your LHS equal to RHS only when this value will be 0, this value will be 0. Just simple thing. Just minus AB plus BA is equal to 0. That means minus AB is equal to BA, or you can write like this: BA is equal to AB, or simply you write AB minus BA is equal to 0. Which is your option? AB minus BA is equal to 0. Option D. Option D is the right answer. Got this point? It's your right answer. Now come to the next slide. Suppose this is the given operator, and that was a question in December 2014. So x plus minus is equal to sx plus minus ixy. Don't look at this, just focus on this. Sz s plus, this is spin angular momentum, right? This is spin angular momentum. Sz s plus, you have to find out s plus sz. Before that, just see the formula for ladder operator, that is L plus, that is Lx Ly plus I. L minus, that is Lx Ly minus I. L plus minus, that is Lx Ly plus minus I. That means always Lx Ly, I with Ly. Similarly for this one, your spin angular momentum, right? So this is normal angular momentum. What is this angular momentum? That is your represented by your symbol called L, right? This is your L, and that is P, that is linear momentum. Don't get confused with this. Okay, now coming to the point, that is x plus, s minus, and s plus minus. Similarly you can do like this. But the question is with this with this and this. The trick is, if you have LZ, if you have LZ with L plus, that means put first plus symbol there and put extra h cut, plus h cut, plus h cut, plus h cut. And with L plus, that means just simply copy paste, right? With L minus, just simply L minus copy there, and you know that this is a negative, this was positive, that means plus h cut, this was negative, minus h cut. Got this point? Simple, very easy, because you have one L, that's why h cut. So reverse it, L plus LZ, reverse it, L minus LZ, just reverse it. Remember this one, and you can do this one, right? This is plus h cut, minus h cut, because we studied already AB is equal to minus BA, AB is equal to minus BA. Don't forget, okay? You practice it, you can easily remember it. Similarly, SZ, S plus, right? S plus, that is plus h cut. Why this is h cut? Because you have having one S here, that's why plus h cut. And just copy paste, plus h cut. S minus, S minus, copy paste, this is negative, that is minus h cut. That is SZ with S plus, that is plus h cut, S plus. S minus, minus h cut, minus S minus, S minus, right? So SZ plus, SZ with S plus, SZ with S plus, that means SZ S plus, that means what happens? You have only one S. One S means I am focusing on this or this, one S. SZ is different case, right? So I am focusing on one S there, that means plus h cut, plus h cut. Why I am telling one S? I will come to the next slide. I am telling you plus h cut, and just copy paste S plus. What is your answer? Plus h cut S plus, that is option 1. Now suppose you have 2L, that is 2L, simply put 2h cut, simply put 2h cut, okay? 2L here, simply put 2h cut. Here h cut, only h cut, because you have only L plus, that is one L there, that's why h cut. Just copy paste there, and you have 2h cut there, and starting with what? L plus, that's why you have plus 2h cut. And LZ is missing, just find out LZ, that is L plus, L minus, both L, so 2h cut. LZ absent, so 2h cut with LZ. Got this part? This is trick. Starting with L plus, that's why it's a positive symbol. Starting with L minus, this is negative symbol. Got this part? If you remember this one, automatically you can easily remember this one. If you don't want to find out this positive negative symbol, that means L plus with L minus, L plus with L minus, 2h cut. Similarly, S plus with S minus. Got this point? Just practice it, you can easily remember this one. Coming to the next slide. Question number 5. Vibrations of diatomic molecules are usually modeled by a harmonic potential. Okay, the potential given by x square. Don't think this is a question of SHO. Simple question. The correct statement is, you have to find out force, and you have to find out force constant. That means you have to find out relation between force and potential. Okay, so before going to the point, you know that here given the data is v is equal to x square, and you have to remember this one, f is equal to my derivative of v with respect to h, and that is negative. That means this is decreasing, right? This is decreasing, that's why negative symbol there. That means minus dv by dx, and you know that already your d by dx x to the power n is equal to n into x to the power n minus 1, that is x square. You have to find out derivative of x square and with a negative symbol. What is the answer? 2 into x to the power 2 minus 1, that is minus 2x. F is equal to minus 2x. According to Hooke's law, it is from simple harmonic oscillator, that is f is equal to minus kx. F is equal to minus kx. This type of question only comes once, and they will not repeat these questions. Just remember these concepts, that's it. That is f is equal to minus 2x compared with f is equal to minus kx. That is minus k is equal to minus 2, that is implies that k is equal to 2. Negative cancel. K is equal to 2. This is known as force constant. Because f directly proportional to minus x, right? So you have to remove this proportionality, and you have to find out this constant, that is f is equal to minus kx. So k is equal to 2 here, And what is the value of force? Force is equal to minus 2x. So minus 2x and 2, minus 2x and 2, option B is the right answer. Okay, thank you very much. So like, share and subscribe RK Giri classes, so that for your subscription and for your comment, if you find I did something wrong within the slides, so you can rectify me and you can give a valuable comment. So thank you very much for giving your valuable time.